Hi everyone, how are you all my dear children? Hope you are fine, happy and healthy and doing well in your life. So today is the last theory portion of this motion chapter. After that I will discuss some problems. Then this chapter is done. So we can move quickly to the force and Newton's laws. All those things will discuss. Rather force and laws of motion. Okay. So today what we are going to discuss, uniform circular motion. What is this circular motion? I have already discussed this circular motion in gravitation chapter. Now let us try to understand what is happening in this type of motion. You know linear motion. What is the linear motion, children? Please tell me what is the linear motion. Linear motion is nothing but motion in a straight line. This is a motion in a straight line. So when there will be motion in a circular track or in a circular path, if it is in a circular path, then if the object is moving in a circular path, then that is your circular motion. Then what is this? Uniform circular motion, by? What is that? Why it is called uniform circular motion? Uniform circular motion. That means uniform means speed has to be constant. It has to be uniform. So speed is uniform or constant, you can say. So if speed is constant, whether velocity will be constant? In case of this uniform circular motion, let us try to understand if velocity is also remains constant in case of uniform circular motion or not. Let us see. See, suppose a object is moving like this. Starts from here, okay, and it is moving like this. So what is happening here? Object moves in this direction like this. Again at this point, object has changed its direction. Again moved like this. Again here changed its direction. After some time, again it changed the direction. So when object is changing its direction while moving, will the velocity constant? No, because velocity, speed will be constant. Speed is constant over here. But since the direction is keep on changing, so velocity will not be, is not constant over here. Clear, children? What is this velocity? This is nothing but magnitude. Magnitude means speed. Magnitude will be same, but there will be change in direction. When there will be change in direction, then that is your velocity only, na? Velocity, it has got magnitude and direction when you are considering velocity. So here direction is changing. That means velocity is not constant over here. Okay. Now we will now reduce the sides. Break it like this. Okay. Tell me. Here also same. Velocity is not constant. Now we will again stutter the sides. We will keep on reducing the size like this. And see, each point the direction is changing. When you keep on reducing, then each side will be infinitely small, but it will change the direction like this. So you can say finally it is a circular. This is suppose hexagonal track, this is octagonal track. Now if you keep on reducing the side, it will be finally a circular path. So now tell me, in circular motion or in a circular path, is your velocity constant? No, because continuously the direction is changing. Since continuously direction is changing, then velocity is not constant, but speed is constant. When speed is constant but direction is continuously changing, it is called uniform circular motion. So for uniform circular motion, velocity is not constant. Velocity changes. Okay? Clear? So how many times the direction changing over here? Here 1, 2, 3, 4 times. Here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times. So it will keep on increasing. Okay? So this track has now indefinite number of sides, and that is nothing but your circle. Clear what is circular motion and what is uniform circular motion? So motion in this circle, velocity changing. If velocity is changing, children, then what is that? Change in velocity leads to what? Acceleration, children. Change in velocity means there will be acceleration. Is it clear? So your circular motion is nothing but a accelerated motion. Circular motion is nothing but accelerated motion. Clear, children? It is a accelerated motion since velocities keep on changing. Now, tell me, if it is accelerated motion, that means there has to be some force. Is it clear, children? There has to be some force, because a force is required to produce this circular motion. What is that force called? This force is nothing but centripetal force or center seeking force. This also I have discussed in detail in gravitation videos. Okay? Centripetal force or center seeking force towards center. So that's why it is called, it acts towards center. It is called center seeking force. Clear, children? What is the centripetal force? This force we have studied in Newton's second law, that we are going to study actually, but I have discussed those things also in previous videos. So as per the Newton's second law, force is equal to ma. You know this thing. Okay? So force is equal to ma. Actually this value will be v square by r. This you are going to study in class 11th. What is this v square by r? This is nothing but acceleration. Okay? And this force is responsible for your uniform circular motion. Okay? Have you seen like a stone tied to a thread? So when you are moving, like you are doing like this, you are rotating the stone. What is happening? Let us see. This also I have discussed. Suppose the object is moving in a circular motion like this. So you can say your stone. Suppose stone is at this point. Then what is the direction of the speed? Tell me. Direction of the speed will be like this. At each point, suppose when the stone is at this point, okay, at this point, tell me what is the direction of the speed. So direction of the speed is nothing but it is tangent to that point. So when you stop the rotation of the stone at this point, the stone will fly off like this. So this is the direction. Okay. Now suppose at this point, stone is at this point and you have stopped your rotation. Then it will fly off like this. So this is the direction. So at each point, see, keep on changing. Suppose at this point stone is. Now if you stop rotating, stone will fly off like this, straight in this direction. Suppose this is your east, this is your north, this is your east direction, this is your north, this is your south. At this point it is towards south and this is your west. So at this point the direction will be towards west. Clear, children? This is circular motion. Okay. Now tell me, The example, one example I have already now just discussed. When you are rotating a stone tied to a string, it exhibits a uniform circular motion. Clear? Then which force will give you the centripetal force over here? That is center seeking towards the center. It will be the tension in the string. Tension in the string is responsible for your centripetal force. Now suppose your another example I am now discussing. Your earth is moving. This is your sun. This is your sun. Now earth moves around the sun in a circular motion or in a circular path. This thing you know. And there is what? There is, tell me, gravitational force between this sun and earth. This thing we have studied in gravitation chapter. And this gravitational force is nothing but your centripetal force in this case. That's why the earth is moving in a circular path around sun. Clear? And why it is not falling on the sun? That also I have discussed. Because of opposite force that is counteracting your centripetal force. What is that opposite force? That is called centrifugal force, children. Centrifugal force, and it is a pseudo force. When there will be centripetal, that time only centrifugal force will appear. So it is equal and opposite force. You can say fictitious force. Okay. So centripetal force, in this case your gravitational force only your centripetal force. Now suppose another example. Hope you people are getting this circular motion concept. Suppose electron moving around the nucleus. So this is your nucleus, it is positive. So electron is moving around the nucleus in a circular path. Then which force provides the centripetal force over here? Can anybody tell me which force provides the centripetal force? Nothing. This is your electrostatic force. Electrostatic force. The electrostatic force between electron and your static. Let me write like this. Electrostatic force only responsible for your this centripetal force. This electrostatic force only acts as your centripetal force over here, which is responsible for your electron to move in a circular path around the nucleus. Is it clear, children? Centripetal force and how centripetal force is responsible for the object to move in a circular path. Hope I am clear with this. So many examples are there. I have already discussed 2-3. When even the cyclist move around a circular track, there also it will have a constant speed, but that motion is uniform circular motion and it is accelerated. That means continuous change in direction is happening over there. In case of uniform linear motion, children, is it accelerated? Tell me. Short question, 1 mark question. In case of uniform linear motion, uniform linear motion, is it accelerated? No, it is not accelerated. Very important short question. And uniform circular motion is accelerated. Can I write uniform circular motion UCM is accelerated? Clear? Is it clear? Here the direction of motion is fixed in a straight line, but here direction is continuously changing. Okay. Now next, how to calculate the speed of an object in a uniform circular motion. This is the last part. How to calculate the speed in case of UCM. Can I write UCM? It is easy. It is saving time. Uniform circular motion. Speed of object in uniform circular motion. How to calculate? What is the speed? Tell me, speed is nothing but distance traveled in a given time. So I can write this is distance traveled in a by time taken. Clear? So in case of circular motion, when the object is moving in a circular motion having the radius r, tell me what is the distance traveled. Object is starting from here, then it will cover, then it will come to this place. So what is the distance traveled? This is nothing but your perimeter. So what is the perimeter of the circle having radius r? 2 pi r in a given amount of time t. So this is how you calculate the speed in a circular motion. What is this pi? You know pi is nothing but 22/7. This thing also you know in mathematics. Okay? T is the time taken. T is the time taken for one round of the circular path. Clear? And r is the radius of the circular path. Hope I am clear with this uniform circular motion, and I am hoping you have understood this lecture. If any doubt, please raise your doubt in a comment section box so that I can address your doubt. Okay children, please take care and study, focus, do well in your life, but take care. Stay safe. Okay? Thank you for watching children.